Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Brown when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. This my resurrection in the soul.
Happy Monday. Hold on, let me get my Happy Monday. As y'all can see, I'm feeling much better this Monday than I was Friday. Welcome to this episode of EnDaZone Sports. I'm your host, the man with the plan, with the cleanest waves in all the land, Spivey. And y'all see what I got one on the panel. Kale the Truth, Daughter Don. What's good, fellas?
What up? How everybody doing?
What's up, world?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good. Having a better Monday than I did Friday. You know, I was down on Friday, so, you know, Cavs was down 0-2. I wasn't feeling too good, but after that victory, I'm feeling much better. With that being said, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in on the DSMN Network, the best network in the land, and also those that's tuning in on YouTube. And for those that's tuning in, our new viewers, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for more content like you're about to receive tonight. That being said, like I told y'all, the reason why I'm feeling much better, Cleveland Cavaliers, baby. We won with Friday to make the series 2-1. We got a big, crucial game tonight, a pivotal game tonight, another must-win game tonight because we don't want to go back to Detroit down 3-1. Got the Cavaliers, Pistons tonight, game 4 down at the Rock. As I stated earlier, I need the Rock rocking. I need it electrified down there. I need the same energy we had for game 3, bring that to game 4, and then some. With that being said, fellas, how y'all feeling about tonight? What y'all thinking was on y'all mind? Dark, let me know.
Yo, I was very thankful to see excuse me, them guys out there and be physical. I said it Friday. I'll say it again. We have to bring the physicality to them. Continue to drive the ball in the paint, drop that shoulder, get that contact, get those and ones. We got to hit those free throws too, man. Those are kind of crucial. Right. But, you know, Donovan Mitchell, aggressive. You can't get calls if you're not being an aggressor. That's just how it is. So, you know, James Harden, we had a sight. 19 points, you know, 8 assists. You know, that's his game. So
finally he has more field goals than turnovers.
Exactly. So with that said, I really believe like we could beat Detroit. We know we could beat Detroit. We took their best punches, and now we gotta just roll with it, man. We gotta bring the physicality to them. I got us taking game 4, man, at home. We've been protecting home court. I got us protecting home court tonight.
Look, man, I said it Friday.
It was Friday.
Yeah, Friday, put up a post Friday, and I stated, Donovan Mitchell, we don't need that passive aggressive Mitchell. We need you to come out from start to finish aggressive. Make that statement early.
35 points.
Yeah, he got to come out. We can't wait till no fourth quarter for Donovan Mitchell to decide that he want to, play some basketball. It was good then.
What up, JD?
It was good. What's up, JD? It was good seeing James Harden perform well. You know, this playoff's been abysmal playoffs for James Harden. Even going back to the Raptors series, turning over the ball, not shooting the ball well. this is the James Harden that we saw in Game 3 that I've been asking for with this Cavaliers team. I have been saying before, we don't need James Harden to come out here and score 30, 35 like he was doing in Houston. Kind of like your boy Sean Watson coming from Houston too, but but we didn't need that James Harden. We just needed James Harden to come in to get us 18 to 20, 8 to 10 assists, manage the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you need to do. Let the game come to you. You don't rush to go to the game, and that's what he did in Game 3. Down the stretch, I like the fact that the Cavaliers had confidence in them in Game 3 to with 2 minutes left in the game to really dictate what they was going to do on offense. They put him in the isolation, but instead of him forcing things, he got good quality shots. He took advantage of the matchup that he had. I know Tobias Harris was on him at one point in time. And who was
Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson. Like, I'm talking about down the stretch. I know it was Tobias Harris.
Mm-hmm. And Duncan Robinson.
Okay, Duncan Robinson. And he took advantage of the matchup. So I was very pleased to see what they did in Game 3. And as I stated today, they got to do the same thing in Game 4. Dart, I do agree with you. They got to bring that aggressiveness to them, match their energy. We know what they're going to come out and try to do. They know they're on the road. They want to silence the crowd up. They know what's at stake because I believe, the Pistons believe, we win this Game 4, we will have all the momentum going to Game 5 into Detroit. And that's going to put pressure on the Pistons. Because if we can sneak out Game 5, I know, first of all, we got to get past, we got to get through the night. I'm with you, Dart. Of course, Cleveland all day, we're taking the Cavs. But we get past tonight. Detroit definitely don't want to see us in the Game 5, and we got momentum, and we beat them then. This is to be over with. But I'm not going to push it that far. I'm going to stay in the moment. And we just got to take care of business tonight, Game 4.
It's about damn time that James Harden showed that. I think that first shot in the first quarter got him in some type of rhythm. He's a rhythm type of player. If he in rhythm, you can tell how he plays when he's dribbling the ball well. When he's dribbling the ball not as well, he's fumbled. That's where the turnovers come over. But down the stretch, they ran plays. They didn't just go ISO all the time. They looked up for the matchup, the mismatches. They tried to get Duncan Robinson into the pick and rolls to create that mismatch. But I'm getting to him. And another thing about Duncan Robinson is this: you cannot let him see the basket. When he coming off those curls, once he turned his shoulder, that's when you should try to get him off the 3-point line. We are not running him off the 3-point line. When he gets off the 3-point line, he has trouble trying to create shots for him. So the Cavaliers need to run him off the 3-point line. Down the stretch, Cade Cunningham kind of got it going, but we stopped him from passing. I think that's the key to the Cavaliers. Make him more of a scorer than a passer. Because if you let Cade do 25-15 or 25-10, they will win the basketball game.
Motherfucker had like 10, 11 assists though.
Right, but it wasn't, those 10, 11 assists wasn't in crucial situations. Like Game 2. When
in crucial situations, Cade Cunningham damn near brought the motherfuckers back to win.
Me personally, I'd rather have him a scorer because he was 4 of 15. He was 4 of 15 before he got into the third quarter, and we was up by 17 points. So if you make him a scorer and not allow the other team, the other people to get involved in the game, then at the end of it, with crucial situations, they will be able to be making those shots like Duncan Robinson hit that 3 because he's not in rhythm. So that's what I'm saying by doing that.
I'm gonna say this. Real quick. Shout out to Max Strus, man. You know, that guy listen, man. I've been watching Toronto series, this series, but Game 3, man, Strus put the Cavs on his back with his defense, man. And I'm not going to say he was perfect at it, but in crucial moments, his defense played a hell of a role in us winning this game. We can't deny that. The inbound play where he jumped up and took the ball and went down the court for 2. Taking those fouls and getting Detroit all discombobulated, creating turnovers, getting turnovers, all kind of stuff. Max Strus balled out. He might not have scored a lot of points. He might not have, but he got some boards.
He was giving you them hustle plays.
Yeah,
the 50-50 balls. That's the good
need,
thing.
And that's the scrappiness we need. Donovan Mitchell had 10 boards. 9 of them was defensive rebounds. You understand what I'm saying? Mobley had 6 defensive rebounds for a total of 8 boards. So there's a Donna sighting. Hey, Donna. But Mobley, you 5 or 10 from the free throw line, brother. That's not gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it at all. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Max Strus, man, because them hustle plays, we needed that. We needed all of that. We needed all of that energy. We're gonna need it again tonight. We're gonna need it this whole series. We're gonna need it going forward. That's the type of physicality we gotta bring to Detroit. You know what I mean? We gotta go out there and lay it all on the line, man.
We definitely gotta do that. JD, you said gotta force K with turnovers. It's funny you say that. I agree with that. But Cade Cunningham lead all players in the playoffs with turnovers. I think he got 57, 58 turnovers in the playoffs so far. So he's turning the ball over. The thing is, we got to stop turning the ball over when he turned the ball over.
Right.
We got too many turnovers. We got to cut that down. We got to cut the turnovers down, which I think they did a better job in Game 3 on cutting the turnovers down. So we can do that. We score buckets, get these defensive rebounds, and not allow them to get the offensive rebounds. Asir Thompson, Turan came in, got a couple of offensive rebounds. I think we'll be good, man. Like I was very impressed with what they did Game 3, and again, when I'm looking for a Game 4 is to come out with that same intensity. You mentioned Matt Strus. They always say, if your offense is not going for you, find other ways to impact the game. Find other ways to put your stamp on the game. And I think that's what Matt Strus is doing now. Because Matt Strus actually is being physical with them.
Yeah.
His physicality may get him in foul trouble, like he was last game. I think he had 4 last game. But at least he's putting a body on them. He's not shooting the ball well. He hit a couple of shots here and there. He's not shooting the ball well, but at least he's scrapping on defense.
Yeah.
You go back to last series against the Raptors. I didn't mad. I wasn't mad or didn't mind the fact that he had butted who was that? RJ Barrett on Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad that he did that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta put a body or put some hands on somebody. Like last night, you look at last night's game between Minnesota and San Antonio Spurs. Wemby got kicked out because he threw an elbow in the neck of Naz Reid. But the reason why he threw that was because throughout this whole series, Minnesota was being physical with him.
Mm-hmm.
Every time he went up for a rebound, they was knocking him on his ass. Every time he went up for a block shot, they was knocking him on his ass. So he just couldn't take it no more. And last night's game, he decided to throw an elbow into Naz Reid in the second quarter and end up getting ejected. But I can't agree with you more on what you said about that physicality. They got to bring that. The Cavaliers got to make a statement. They got to come out and play good basketball. I want to see, Jalen Tyson, you get a little bit more minutes because when he come in the game, he's got a guy that's on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
Tyson probably one of our best defenders, so he's the guy that's on Cade Cunningham and can make life difficult for him. Not saying he's going to shut down Cade, not saying he's going to lock him down, but he's going to make it tough for Cade Cunningham to do what Cade Cunningham want to do. So tonight, again, we got to get this shit going, Dark. We got to get it going, man.
I'm going to say this, man. Evan Mobley, 13-9 ain't going to cut it, brother.
Ain't go cut it. Ain't go cut
it. Allen had 18-3. Come on, man. I mean, Yeah, he had 18 points, 4 rebounds. Mobley, 13 and 8, 4 assists. All right, cool, but come on, man. We need at least 7 to 10 more points, man. You know what I'm saying?
What I tell you we're gonna need for Evan Mobley if we trying to get to the ultimate goal with the championship. What I tell you we're gonna need for Mobley. Mobley gotta get us 20 plus and 10 plus rebounds a game. He's gonna have to. No ifs, ands, or buts whatsoever. Evan Mobley has to do that. I'm tired of saying Evan Mobley thinking he's Steph Curry bringing the ball up, and I get it. You touched on it a lot on the last show, Dark, about Evan Mobley bringing the ball up, trying to play point, whatever it is. I agree with that. I don't want to see too much of that from Evan Mobley. I know it's plays where he got to do that, bring the ball up, and end up handing it off to either Harden or Mitchell, whoever facilitating the offense at the time. But Mobley, I need to see you get more aggressive down low, man. It ain't like, you make it Tobias Harris look like he motherfucking Shaq or something compared. Like he bullying you, bodying you inside, and you 6'10", 6'11", and Tobias Harris what 6'7", 6'8", something like that. Like, come on,
6'8".
Same. You said 6'8". You said 6'8". I don't know what's going on with his connection. But I seen the same thing happening to him last series against the Raptors. You let Scotty Barnes bully you around. You letting RJ Barrett bully you around. You letting CMB bully you around. We can't have that shit, man.
No, I've been saying it the whole entire playoffs, bro. Like I get it. In a press situation, when they pressing the ball up the floor, you give it to your big man, let him big it up, let him bring it up, and let everybody clear out. Right? I get it. Right? To get into your half court offense, but at the same time, Evan Mobley, you shooting impromptu threes. We went on a drought. We was up 17, bro. We went on a drought in that third fucking quarter and let them back in the game. We had them where we wanted them, and we could have just kept pouring on points. We couldn't knock down a shot. You know why? Because everybody stopped being aggressive, stopped going to the hole, and everybody wanted to start shooting threes. Fuck that. Excuse my language, world, but fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You continue as a team, what's working for you, you run the same shit until they stop it. You run the same shit until they stop it. Period. So you continue to be aggressive going to the basket. You get down low and play. You understand what I'm saying? Put the ball in the post. Put Tobias Harris in the post. Put Duncan. What's his name? Duncan Robinson. You put him in the post. Jared Allen. You Max Strus. You get down to your 15-footer and you put them in the post. You know what I'm saying? Move the ball around, because Max Strus and Duncan Robinson have a similar game with that doing the curl and shooting the three type of shit. That's what Max Strus has made his money off of, right? Being able to shoot that three, coming off with it, moving without the ball and coming on the curl. Being able to just, as soon as he get around that pick, he's shooting the three. He made a lot of money off of that. But we have to continue to do what's working for us. And what's working for us is being the aggressor, bringing the physicality, you know what I'm saying? And getting that ball, getting to our shots. Harden was doing something that he hasn't been doing. He was getting into 2 or 3 dribbles and he getting the ball. You got Mobley, you got 2 defenders on Harden, and now he's sliding the ball to Mobley or sliding the ball to Allen, and they going up for the dunk, where they getting to the hole. That's our game.
You know what that was, though? One thing I piggyback off what you just said, the reason why that was, and I like what Kenny Atkinson was doing, was that when he was allowing James Harden to do that, he kept shooters around that perimeter.
Yeah.
You saw Matt Strus out there, you saw Donovan Mitchell out there, you saw Sam Merle out there, then you have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. So when he do, and if they do try to clog it in, as you just said, he was getting the bigs involved.
Yeah.
But they got, like you said, they got to do that. I agree with you 1,000%, 2,000%, 3,000%, whatever percent. I definitely agree with you. We got to stick to what our game is, and our game is.
Dean Wade, we need you to make some more shots.
Listen, man,
we need you to make some more shots.
when Sam Moore come in the game, he hit. Dean Wade, on the other hand, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he afraid to shoot the ball. I don't know if he don't have confidence in his shot right now. But he passing up a lot of open shots. A lot of open shots. And I think if Dean Wade was to take those shots and hit them, then that could really, really, as you so well just put it, open up that offense to where.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Could you imagine Dean Wade? Can you imagine Dean Wade having 12 to 15 points?
I mean, he ain't even got. I hear what you're saying.
And he ain't even got to have that. But what I'm saying is, another 12 additional points. Schroeder had 11.
Hey, that because look, Shooter is what? Shooter is aggressive. He's aggressive.
Exactly.
Shooter would get the ball and drive to the basket. I love that move the Shooter does when he's driving baseline and he'll come back like a little hezzy and then hit it right back to the baseline and lay it in. I like that for Shooter. So he is aggressive. Shooter is aggressive. Is aggressive. So I do like that. But Dean Wade, he's not aggressive like a Dennis Shooter.
I don't want him to be aggressive. I just want him. I just want him to knock down the shot. You open, brother. Go ahead and knock him down. Go ahead and see the basket and knock him down. Go on and see the wizard. Get you some heart and just go on and knock down. Just go on and knock down your shots, man. Because they gonna leave him open because they don't until he start knocking down his threes. They gonna leave him wide open. So as soon as you start knocking down as soon as you knock down 3 threes, now they gotta guard you. Yep. 2 or 3 threes in a row, they gotta guard you because now you heat checking. Guess who opened on the other side? Max Strus. Yep. Max Strus started dropping threes. Guess who opened? Sam Merrill. Because now they gotta run out. Now you got everybody running out. Now guess who open in the paint? You got Allen open. You got and you got Mobley open. Come on, man. It's right there for us, man.
It's gonna be very interesting to see tonight how Kenny Atkinson adjusts. Because you know the Pistons gonna come out. You know they watch film of Game 3, so they gonna come out and try to take away what we did to them, especially down the stretch of the game when we let James Harden really take the game over. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 2-3 minutes of the game. So you know the Pistons are gonna come out and adjust to that. It's gonna be very interesting to see how Kenny Atkinson adjusts to what the Pistons are going to do. You be the main one that's saying, and I applaud you for saying it. The rotation. You got to get the rotation right. You know what I'm saying? You got to give Shooter them minutes. Tyson them minutes, and that's another dude, Tyson, who I want to see come off the bench.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I wouldn't even be mad to see the big man, the other big man we got that's sitting on the bench. Send him in there just to absorb some of them fouls.
You talk about Brian?
Yeah, what was it? The big dark skinned dude?
Thomas Bryant?
Yeah, send him in there. I don't want no points. I just want you to bang. That's all I want you to do is bang and be physical down low. Drop them elbows in their sides when they going up for the boards. Create, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do. Hit them boards and hit them boards hard and be aggressive. That's all I want you to do. If you get a couple dunks, if you get me 6 points, I'm cool with that. But I want you to be as physical as possible down there. Come on, man. We gotta bring it, man. We gotta bring it, bro. If we wanna go see the Knicks, we gotta bring it. And it's weird because we have the potential to bring it. We have the potential to not only beat one ex-coach of ours, but 2.
Hey.
Right.
Hey, good point, JP Mike Brown. Good point.
Right.
Good point. They just gotta, man. I'm not counting our chickens, the eggs for their hats, however the saying go. But tonight, we got to. No ifs, ands, or buts. Mobley got to show up. Allen got to show up.
Yeah, we gotta flip the script like this was the 80s, bro. Remember in the 80s the Pistons was called the Bad Boys.
And we ain't trying to get nobody ejected.
No,
Hey man, I ain't saying that.
just like Wemby.
I'm not saying that we gotta get ejected. But what I'm saying is that type of physical game is what we gotta bring to the court, and we gotta bring every game of this series, bro.
And you would think.
The one thing I did. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Kel.
I said the one thing I also like that the Cavaliers did, they did push the ball up more. After Detroit scored a basket, they was pushing the ball up a little bit more with pace, and they were scoring a little bit before they even start to get into their defense. I think they need to continue to do that. Sam Merrill, I need him to start hitting his shots because he's getting open shots. I need him to be our Duncan Robinson.
Sam Merrill hit this shot.
Key moments.
Yeah, it's Dean Wade that's not even hitting his shots, and they leaving him.
I mean, yeah,
get going.
But I'm not.
For that matter, but at least Stru's doing other things on the defensive side of the back.
D Wade is doing. D Wade is doing okay job. Okay, Kevin.
What'd you say? And he have to tell it. You said what?
Your connection bad, Kels.
I said it was right. It was right. Strus is playing great deep to get to the people and three-guard rotation.
Hey man, you gotta get your connection together, man. I'm gonna have to drop you out real quick to get that connection together. But yeah, piggyback on what he was trying to say. Sam Merrill is hitting shots. Like you said, or it's Dean Wade who gotta stop being afraid. You know, dude, you's a starter. You don't want to be a starter till they put you on the bench and they bring you back in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hit those shots.
Yeah, and Sam Merrill not even afraid to dribble, drive, and penetrate and try to get to the hole to get to them fouls. We listen, man. If we stay aggressive, we had a potential to have them in foul trouble early, right? Which means we at the line with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and it's that's free money. In my mind, that's supposed to be free money. Every quarter, same thing. You run the same play, stay aggressive, and get downhill to the basket as best you can. You get, let's face it, you get Sam Merrill giving you 12 to 15 points. You get Dean Wade giving you between 9 to 12 points. If he get hot, cool. But, you might see a 15 to 18 type of game. And then you got Donovan Mitchell with a 25-30. You got James Harden with a 20 to 25 type of situation. But our defense and Mobley and Allen with 15 to 8, a double-double in a night, then you looking at a totally different game, man. You looking at if we have all of those players in double digits and plus a few of our bench players in double digits with and a couple of our big men with double-doubles for the night with rebounds and assists and stuff like that, you're looking at a totally different situation. You're looking at a situation that's something like the Knicks would blow out by 30, 144 to at least by 15 to 20. We gotta stay aggressive.
I hear exactly what you said about Dean Wade points that he trying to get. I don't even need Dean Wade to get me 12. You know what I'm saying? Just like the open shots you are getting, corner threes, just hit them. Because you getting on average a game this playoffs, you getting 2 to 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? If you get 3, give me 2 of them.
Yeah.
Make them have to respect. Damn, he done knocked down 2. I got to get out on that. So when they, addressing that, that's opening up for everything. So Dean Wade just got to hit shots, man. Shots. Him and even Matt Strus for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a lot of open shots as well. If they are able to hit at least half of them shots, I think that will open up a lot more for the Cavs against this Pistons defense that plays physical, that plays hard-nosed, that gets after it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if they can hit them, I think they will be cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna take a page out of Kell's book. It's gonna happen tonight. Match
Oh, yeah, they're going to play well.
Match Juice gonna hit his shots. Dean Wade gonna hit his shots. And that's gonna open up everything else for our offense. And again, you win game 4, you win tonight. Cavs Nation, stand up. I want it rocking. I want it everything. I mean, I want it to the point, even in their timeouts, they can't hear JB Bickerstaff talking. I want that bitch rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If we get game 4 tonight, as I said,
Game 5 going to be on.
Going into
Game 5 going to be on. Because if they win, when they win game 5, it's going to be more pressure on Detroit. Because
Go ahead.
It's going to be more pressure on Detroit if Cleveland take this game and then take game 5 in Detroit. Coming back to the land, it's going to be more pressure on Detroit for the simple fact they're going to have to win.
Of course, it's going to be pressure on Detroit if they down 3-2 coming back to Cleveland to win that game and make it a game 7 for Detroit. But tonight is going to be the game that really put the pressure on them.
Right.
Because they don't want to have to go back to Detroit and
2-2.
we let them sneak this out to Detroit. They up 3-2 going back home.
Right.
Detroit don't want that. See, I'm not sitting up here saying I want this to happen for us, but even if we was to lose tonight, at least, we playing with house money in Detroit. It's all hands on deck.
I don't want to lose in Detroit. This game. Damn that.
I don't. I'm just saying, even if
But you are. We are playing with house. We are playing with house money.
We haven't won a road game this year on the road.
We haven't, but that's
the thing.
We have not. We have yet to win a road game. Mm-hmm. But what better way to win a road game coming off a win at home? And you already got now you got.
Oh yeah, I thought you said a loss.
Now you in their head a little bit. So now the pressure is on them to win at home.
Oh yeah.
And so we go and we keep the same intensity, the same aggression, and we bring it to them in Detroit. And we still win in Detroit, and we come home. Oh yeah, we playing with all the house money then.
Oh no! What I thought he said. Excuse me. I thought he said
even
if we lost,
even if we did lose tonight.
No, man, we lose tonight. If we lose tonight, it's gonna be very difficult for us to beat Detroit in Detroit. But it's gonna be very difficult.
It puts us.
They said games is the closeout games, though. So
it puts us in a very peculiar spot, down 3-1, right?
Yes.
And Detroit got to go back home to close it out.
Which they're comfortable doing it.
That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
I don't see no.
That's a lot of pressure.
If I go up 3-1,
because now you're trying to in your mind. Hey, wait a minute, man. The Cavs did come back from down 3-1 to win a whole ass championship.
Hey, no.
That was 2014, 2016.
No, hold on.
As I said the other day, we don't have a LeBron James.
You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me.
Having those kids that play.
Even without LeBron, right? Even Bron's not here. Even without Bron, you cannot tell me. You cannot tell me that can go home. That Detroit's gonna go home and be like, "Oh yeah, we got this in the bag." No, in the back of their mind. In the back of their mind. In the back of their mind, they're gonna say, "Hey man, we can't let this happen." They did it before, even though they had another team.
Hold on. Detroit came back for 3-1. So you telling me when they up 3-1, they ain't gonna feel good? They gonna feel good.
What I'm saying, you're not trying to hear me out, Kels. What I'm saying is Detroit gonna go back home and they gonna say to themselves, yeah, we feel good and let's close them out, but we cannot let them win another game. We can't let them beat us. And then we got to go back to Cleveland because they potentially could potentially win back at home and then turn around. We got to come back to Detroit
I got
come back to Detroit to play a game 7. Detroit do not want to come back home to a game 7. So what they gonna want to do?
Why they don't? Why is that?
Yeah, all right.
Why is that?
You talk about playing with house money. That's a 50-50
Cleveland.
bet.
Listen, Cleveland. I beat Cleveland. I beat Cleveland twice.
50-50 bet.
I beat Cleveland. Look, I beat Cleveland twice at home by double digits. Why in the heck I am scared not to have home court advantage? I'm with my fans. I eat my food. I got my girl with me. I got everything going for me. I'm not worried about 2016 if I can't cut him. Hell, he was in high school when that stuff happened. Yeah, he wasn't even can't cut him.
You missing my whole perspective,
Kev.
You missing my whole perspective because you missing my whole perspective because you listening to speak instead of listening to hear.
I'm listening.
I'm simply saying this.
Okay.
Detroit, and I pray this don't happen tonight, but the Cavs go to Detroit down 3-1. In the back of their minds, yes, we home. We need to close out. We are playing with house money. It go 50-50.
How we playing with house money?
See, there you go. You want to speak.
Because how we playing with house money?
I'm simply saying that the pressure is going to be on Detroit.
How is the pressure going to be on Detroit?
You said if Detroit win tonight, the pressure going to be on Detroit to close it out in game 5?
At home, hell yeah.
No, he said if Detroit win and they go up 3-1, the pressure's on Detroit to win to close it out.
At home, hell yeah. Because why? Because if they lose,
I have 2 more games.
No. Why? Hold up, Kels. If you lose, if they lose at home, why you want to come back to Cleveland when you could have
to win? I have to come back to Cleveland anyway.
I
have to come back to Cleveland anyway.
You don't have to come to Cleveland if you close out at home.
I'm gonna have to roll with Kels on this one. If Detroit win tonight, ain't no pressure on them.
Ain't no pressure on them.
Yeah, okay.
For other reasons why, because one, it's a 2 out of 3.
It's best out of 3.
But for Detroit, which means they got 2 home games to close this out. Not 1, but 2. So if Detroit win tonight,
they got house money.
They got house money, which they're not about to win tonight. The Cavs about to win. But if Detroit go up 3-1, they looking at it like this. Okay, we back at home. We still go bring it. But let's just say if they do win, and this is what Detroit thinking. Okay, we got to go back to Cleveland. But guess what? We got a game 7 at home in Detroit.
And another thing, not to cut you off, and another thing, hold up.
And now everything is for the king and capoodles.
Another thing, I beat you at home.
Everything on the line, and now it's a 50-50 game. But it's 3 up.
Okay, but the thing is now, I beat you at home. I beat you on your own court, and I got 2 to go home. So I'm confident in myself.
I never said Cleveland will have less pressure. I'm saying
Detroit don't have no pressure.
Okay, we'll see.
If they win tonight,
we'll see. The pressure is if they lose tonight,
they got
all the pressure. All the pressure.
All right, we'll see.
I'm trying to understand
because I know one thing. I know one thing. Pressure bust pipes.
And they don't have no pressure.
Okay.
If Detroit lose tonight, which they are going to lose tonight, then the pressure's all on them. Because
the pressure's on them.
You got to go home and win game 5. You don't go home and win game 5, this series could be over with. Because as you stated
in 6
at the beginning of this segment, we are undefeated at home. We play well at home, Cleveland that is. So if Detroit lose tonight, they gonna be looking at it like, damn, the pressure's on us, but we don't want to go back home and fuck around and lose that game and gotta come back to
down
Cleveland.
3-2. Down 3-2. And I just lost to the land 3 times.
Detroit don't want that. So
2 times.
If Detroit win tonight, ain't no pressure on Detroit.
No.
They up 3-1.
All right.
They up 3-1.
They up 3-1.
I'm up 3. Detroit get up 3-1. They go home. They feeling good and shit like that. Damn, the Cavs are knocked. It's at home.
Okay, I got 2 more games.
Hold on. The Cavs, they undefeated at home. Damn, we go back to Cleveland.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Lose. Hold on. We go back to Cleveland and lose. Now we game 7 at home.
Okay.
That's a whole hell of a lot of fucking pressure.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
And so,
okay. If you Detroit, right? If you really Detroit, right? You lose this game. Who got the more pressure? Detroit, right? Because they got to win because they don't want to come back home. But if I win this game in Cleveland and I got 2 more games, I'm feeling good about my odds because when I go back to Cleveland, even if I lose in Cleveland again, I got game 7 on my floor, which I already won a game 7 when I played Orlando. So they already was in that situation. So why would I have pressure on me? JB probably like, look, we've been in this situation. We came out winners. Our crowd is with us. Cade Cunningham is the best fourth quarter player in the NBA right now, right? We got the best player on our team right now. So ain't no pressure.
Okay.
Ain't no pressure.
Okay. When Detroit play Orlando,
I don't care what you say. I got the Cavs in 7.
I got when the Cavs win this one,
I got the
Cavs in 6.
I got the Cavs in 6 or 7. So no matter what you say, I got them in 6. There's going to be. I never said that Detroit wasn't going to have. Detroit was going to have a whole lot of pressure. There's going to be some pressure because now I got to win. We done let these guys come back and beat us on our court, and we didn't close out in Cleveland. I mean, we didn't. We won in Cleveland. They came back. We didn't close out on our home court. The game was that game 5. And now Cleveland's down 3-2. We got to go back to Cleveland, 2 hours away. We got to win there, or we got to come back home.
Oh, let me ask you a question.
You end up losing. The series tied 3-3.
Okay, let me ask you.
That's a whole hell of a lot.
So we going back to 20.
And the Cavs. Let's be honest. The Cavs. We not Orlando.
Of course, we not Orlando.
Orlando
wouldn't even want to see that.
Orlando's a very physical team.
I don't even want to see that.
Orlando's a very deep team.
Dar, what I give you is this: you're going to ride or die any way, shape, or form with the Cleveland team. You put more pressure on the Cavs than what the Cavs on them.
Right. He want them to come back for a 3-1 down, beat Detroit twice. Beat Detroit twice at home.
Never said that. I just said if.
I gotta win 3 games in a row.
If they lost tonight, hey.
We're not gonna lose. We're not gonna put that in the air. We're not losing.
You started it, Kels.
You started with that nonsense you was talking about.
No, you started. Well, if the Cavs lose,
I never said that.
I said that. Now, what you said, one thing the Pistons have on their side is even if they was to win tonight, you say the pressure's on them, which is not. If they win tonight, which they're not going to win tonight, they got 2 games. 2 games, which has been at home. I could see if Game 7 was going to be in Cleveland.
Right.
Game 7 is going to be at home. And like Kel said, they at home. They sleeping good in their own beds. They eating their own good-ass food. Everything is just good for them at home in the Game 7.
Where Cleveland. Meanwhile, Cleveland is in a hotel, hotel room.
They do not want that. They do not want
eating hotel food.
Right. So the Cavs is, like I said,
I don't want that to happen.
Game tonight. Take it back to Detroit, 2-2.
We had our miracle in 2016.
If we win tonight, if we go back to Detroit, would it be a 2-2? Then I could understand you saying the pressure is on Detroit. Now the pressure would be on Detroit to win Game 6. I mean, Game 5, yeah. Back here in Cleveland, if we win tonight, Game 6, I'm sorry. We win Game 4 tonight. Is the pressure going to be on Detroit to win Game 5? Damn, I'm getting my numbers mixed up. Yeah. To win Game 5, because they don't want to come back to Cleveland down 3-2. They don't.
What happened is this. If Cleveland wins tonight, we make it a 2-game series.
Mm-hmm.
We make it a 2-game series instead of a 3-game series.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that, like he just explained,
2 games.
Cleveland have 2 times to close this motherfucker out. Either in game 6, if we win, when we win it, Detroit, game 6, that would be it. So there won't be no game 7.
Mm-hmm.
So Detroit need this. We both need. Both teams need to win because the crucial game is game 5. Whoever win game 5 win the series.
I think it's like an 84% chance.
Yeah, I can see that, Killers. I can see that, but I still don't.
Man, look, you don't want to be 3 down, 3-1 in anything.
But I tell you like this.
You gotta go on the road at that.
I tell you like this. I tell you.
And we haven't run a road game in this playoffs neither.
No, we have not. And what better way to win?
I wish you would have never win.
Listen, I swear to God, I'm with Dar. Dar need to be down in that locker room telling the players this. Because he will motivate the hell out these players. You know what? Dar, you right. Yeah, let's go out here and do this. Let's go out here. You right. So, again, like, it's a big game tonight. More of a big game for us than it is Detroit. But we can't go down. We can't lose this game and go back to Detroit down 3-1. We lose this game, the series is over with. It's over with. Detroit winning game 5. It's over with. It is over with. So we got to win this game tonight. So Cavs Nation, again, y'all stand up, rise up. I want the motherfucking place rocking. I want it noisy as hell in there. D. Mitch, you come out, be aggressive from beginning to end. James Harden, you do exactly what you did in game 3. But you can step up, you can turn the notch up a little bit more.
That was a good thing.
Evan Mobley, as Dar said, and as I've been saying all year, and going into the playoffs, you better come out here and get us 20 plus, and you at home. Give us 20 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, dominate the game on the defensive end. I don't want to see you getting bullied by no Tobias Harris and Asur Thompson and whoever the fuck else they decide to put in there. I don't want to see that. Cavs winning tonight. Cavs tying the series up 2-2. We going back to Detroit with the series tied 2-2, and we gonna sneak out game 5. Yeah, I said it. Anybody want to talk about it, want to argue about it, let's go. Tonight, Cavs victory.
I'm with it. Like, for real.
Everybody with it. We had a couple of games yesterday, but one in particular game I want to talk about real quick is the Philadelphia 76ers getting annihilated by the Knicks. The Knicks been fucking them up all series long. I mean, all series. They whooping them from pillar to post, whooping on them. Philadelphia 76ers have been eliminated. They lose the series 4-0. New York moves on to the Eastern Conference Finals. With Philly, Dar, me and you talked about this a couple of shows ago. Where do Philly go from here? Where do they go from here? Can they try to build around Tyrese Maxey and PJ Edgecombe? Is Maxey a guy you can build around? What do they do with Embiid? Do they keep him? Do they try to find a suitable partner to trade for him? He don't even know if he's going to be back in Philly. Kels, what's next for the 76ers? What must they do to get themselves back into title contention talk?
They need to go ahead and don't trust the process no more. The process has been gone.
You know what? I'm proud to hear that coming from you. I am so proud to hear that.
I mean, it comes a time where you can trust, you can believe in that team, and then it just don't happen. So try to get and Embiid showed that he was healthy this playoffs a little bit. So now you can go into the season, into the off season to try to get something for Embiid. I don't know what you're gonna get from Embiid right now. Embiid is a great player, but he's injury prone. You probably could try to get some draft picks and maybe a big man. But Tyrone Maxey is the leader of that team, and you got VJ. Paul George, you might have to move him too.
He got a stupid ass contract too.
Right. So you have to move them 2 veterans to get younger, so they can grow together with Maxey, Edgecombe, and they got a lot of stuff that they need. But the process is over with. It's over with.
No, let me ask you this. he say trade Embiid and try to build around Maxey. But looking at these playoffs, even in the first round against Boston, Maxey had some good games. He did. But looking at this series against the Knicks, can you really build around? Is Tyrese Maxey really that dude that you could build around? Because if he was, you know what I'm saying, Maxey would have been coming out here night in and night out in this series against the Knicks, putting up 25, 26, 27. And he wasn't doing that. He wasn't. He had one good game, I believe, this series against the Knicks. Might have been game 2, I believe. But he wasn't doing that. And he wasn't doing that while Embiid wasn't playing at 100%. So is Maxey really that guy that you can build around in Philadelphia to get yourself back into title contention?
I think Maxey could be that guy, but you're gonna have to force it. Forcing him to be that guy is
Can't be that guy. Force it though.
Well,
No,
here's what I mean by forcing it.
Okay.
PG, Embiid gone. Is PG worth keeping? I don't think so.
Well, PG, what, 36 now?
So, in essence, in my mind, in order to force Maxey to be that guy or allow him to be that guy, you understand what I'm saying? You guys are gonna have to put some young, hungry bulls around him, right? You're gonna have to put some dominant guys that's around. Some dominant guys around him, not ball dominant guys. Maybe another 2, definitely another center. But PG and Embiid is not working. PG hasn't worked out anywhere since the time he went to the fucking playoffs with Indiana. Okay, and he's been a journeyman ever since.
The Clippers was all right. The Clippers.
I mean, they didn't do nothing.
The OKC.
Even with Kawhi, they didn't do nothing.
The OKC,
they didn't do nothing.
What I looked at, what I see is this: Maxey is the one who put him to the playoffs this year, so he can't be the man.
So he can't be that guy.
He can't. But you don't have to force. You probably get him and BJ, and then go in to try to get another big man. To try to balance that out.
Don't focus on so much of the word force. And what I mean by that is, in order to allow him that growth and get that mentality, he got 2 veterans. He got a couple veterans on his team. That's one is unavailable the majority of the season, and then the other one. Come on, man.
So you don't
haven't really showed up in any of the playoff games in which to provide sufficient enough support to allow them to even be competitive against
before. All right, let's go to the Boston series.
Philly got to get back. Paul George. Philly got to get back to being competitive first.
They are competitive.
You are not competitive if you losing by 40 fucking points against New York.
You know what New York did? You know what New York did last night? New York did a record. They hit 18 threes in the first half. Yeah, 18 threes. They had 25 threes for the game. New York is not like that. It's just an anomaly that they shoot the ball like that.
In order to be competitive, you got to be able to play D.
Man, you are not going to be able to compete competitive with a team that's hitting 18 threes in the first half. I don't care who you are.
The 76ers really couldn't play. Like, Embiid wasn't healthy. His knees, you know what I'm saying, was bothering him.
All that.
I had this conversation with one of my partners real quick. I had one of these conversations with one of my partners, and he was so adamant about the excuse about, Embiid not being healthy. Hey, man, you shouldn't even really. I mean, I get it. It's the playoffs. You want to try to land another contract. I get it, right? But what was the point in coming back if your team could not be competitive?
You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna tell you why. Because look what he did against Boston. They was down 3-1, and when he came back, what happened? They won. They just ran into a team who was hot at that present time, who was shooting 53% for the 3-point line. That is New York is not that team.
And Anunoby is looking like the new coming of Klay Thompson.
And you got Cat thinking he John Stockton out here passing the ball.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
So the Knicks are not that team who go hit 18 threes.
No, they're not.
They are not. They just playing well right now, and they playing great basketball because what Mike Brown is doing to the Knicks is he brought that Golden State Warriors type of offense.
Oh, he did.
He putting he putting Cat. No, what I'm about to say this. He putting Cat on the elbow, and that's where Cat is getting the offense started. He's doing like the Draymond Green offense, but that's how Cat get this.
Like that. Cat Bentley, what are you talking about?
But
Cat
I'm just saying.
Like that. No, the difference with the Knicks is this. The difference with the Knicks is this.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Mikal Bridges
is hitting shots.
And OG Anunoby is hitting shots.
Right.
Shots, the Knicks offense wouldn't be looking like they're looking. It would be the whole.
We was talking about that one day too.
Yep, the whole Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns show. Really, the Jalen Brunson show.
Right.
If them two wasn't hitting shots like that, again, New York was hot. Philly ran into and Philly put all what they had into that series against the Celtics. That's another reason they lost. They put everything they had into that series against the Celtics to get past them. They ended up running into New York, a team that just demolished Atlanta, which I picked Atlanta to beat them based off the way Atlanta was playing towards the end of the season.
Right.
They demolished them. They got all the momentum in the world, and Philly ran into them without a healthy Joel Embiid because his knees was shot, and then he hurt his hip, and then Paul George played good this playoffs.
They did play real.
Up until the game 3, I think it was, when he had 16 points in the first half and then score again in the second half. But Paul George played good. Tyrese Maxey was a dude that wasn't bringing it every single night. Hell, even with Embiid is hurt, but he got to deal with a Karl Anthony Towns, who to me one of the wildest players to play at that center position. And Karl Anthony Towns was hitting shots. It was hard for Embiid to guard him. That's why Karl Anthony Towns was able to make plays, facilitate the basketball. You know what I'm saying? So in this situation, I think what the Philadelphia 76ers need to do is, in this offseason, really try to find a trade partner for Joel Embiid. Whether it's draft picks or
I don't think Philly's not going to get anything for him.
I think people will still.
I think you might want to pursue. For health reasons, I think he might as well just hang it up. I don't see Embiid. I don't see Embiid getting back to the same Embiid that was there before.
Man,
his knees was shot.
Embiid was averaging 27. Embiid was averaging 27 points in the Boston series and in this series.
We'll see.
Man, look, Embiid,
we'll see.
you can get for Embiid right now. You can get for Embiid right now. You can get at least 2 first rounder in a key player, a key rotation player.
Hell no. You can't get no first rounder for no damn Embiid.
Yes, you can. If I can get 5 first rounder for Mikal Bridges, if I can get 4 first rounder for Desmond Bane, it's no way in heck I can get 2 first rounders for Embiid.
About 2 first rounders. The right team, a desperate team, would definitely give up 2 first rounders.
Hell,
hey, you know what? Cuz you said you hit the nail right on the head. A desperate team,
and a desperate team who's a top contender will try to get him.
Please identify a desperate
He just
team.
named one. The Lakers. The Lakers.
You don't think the Lakers would give up 2 future first rounders for Joel Embiid? Please.
The Clippers.
Hell no.
Stop.
The Clippers.
On that note, we about to move on real quick. Get up out of here. Definitely get 2 first round picks. The Lakers will definitely get that up for Joel Embiid.
And the Clippers.
Moving on, we about to get up out of here real quick. The Milwaukee Bucks have opened up trade talks to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo. They wanted to trade before the draft. I need y'all to give me right now, because we're going to get more into this probably Friday. Give me one team right now y'all want to see Giannis Antetokounmpo traded to, or a team that could really make a push to pick up Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dark. Give me your one team real quick.
Cavs.
Hey, we can't be in the playoffs and talk about Evan Mobley about to get traded.
Listen, look, and what's crazy is I agree with Dar.
I agree, Dar. Hey, I agree with Dar too, but we're gonna have to put that under. We gotta put that under the table.
I just, real quick. Milwaukee want too damn much. We contacted them, but for a ton of first round picks for Giannis, yeah, I don't think Giannis will be tradable if that's the cost.
What?
I don't think so.
What? Oh my goodness. Kels, real quick. Who you want to see Giannis go to? Who you think is the first one to pick up Giannis if he get traded?
Man, y'all might think I'm crazy about this, but I think the Wizards now, since they got the number one pick.
The Wizards ain't about to trade for Giannis. They done got Anthony Davis and
trade like swap them.
The one team y'all need to look out for, but we gotta get up out of here.
Maybe the Knicks.
The Knicks is one, but the other team to look out for is the Boston Celtics.
I heard about that too. Yup.
The Celtics will give up Jaylen Brown and ship him to Milwaukee to get a Giannis Antetokounmpo to pair up with Jason Tatum. The Celtics and the Celtics got the draft picks to do it, and they got the players to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Great show, fellas. Great show. As always, great humorous.
Giannis in Cleveland, man.
Right now.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, we gonna talk about that in the offseason. I wouldn't be mad at it. Appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe for the new viewers. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at EnDaZone Sports. And for those that tuned in on the DSMN network, the best network in the land. For myself, for Dars, for Pills, we're going to catch y'all same time, same place Friday. And before we get up out of here, Game 4, Cleveland, rise up. Let's go. Let them know Cavs winning it tonight and Cavs in 6. With that being said, y'all have
Defend the land.
Defend the land.
Hey, defend the land. Let's go, baby.
Peace.
Let's go. 2-2. 2-2 after the night.
2-2.
Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Ground when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive, feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. My resurrection in the soul.